All right, here we go. So we got some inside information possibly, but I want you guys to be aware of this because this could go down as soon as Monday, right? So we're just gonna dive right into these videos. I'm trying to keep an eye on this stuff for you guys. We don't want to doom and gloom you guys, but knowledge is power. So if you guys know something's coming, if you can kind of keep your eyes and ears open for stuff, you know, every day we're hearing it's gonna collapse today, every day it's gonna be collapsing tomorrow. 3 weeks ago there were people saying that 3 weeks, which time has passed now, 3 weeks was the time, it's all gonna start then. A lot of people said during the July 4th holiday weekend that was gonna be it. That was gonna be the pin that started this whole thing, right? Come on, you guys. If anybody's told you that, go back to your videos, watch those people. And if they were telling you that, they were fear-mongering, right? And you wanna adjust who you're watching on the channels. What we try to do here, though, is give you guys some information that we get, right? And a few other people are out there kind of posting information, kind of articles that are out on the internet, and just kind of giving you information so you can kind of keep track of what's going on. Okay, so my name's Doug. My wife and I live off-grid in a log cabin. We grow and harvest 90% of our own food. We live 100% off rainwater, and we're untouchable, right? During the whole pandemic, we didn't adhere to any of their rules, and we weren't worried about being shut out of grocery stores or being able to shop for our food or anything else that the common public man has to fret about, right? And that's what we do here on our channel, is we teach you guys how to live apart from the system and how to be more sustainable, right? In a real world type of thing, okay? Because we're not like hiding out in the woods where we don't talk to anybody. I mean, we have neighbors and we're active in our community, but we just live without any public utilities, right? We're not tied to any centralized system that can cut us off or make us conform to their way of thinking. So what we got today for you guys right here, overwhelmingly, I'm pretty fired up. This is kind of big, right? Overwhelmingly, the BLET votes to authorize a national strike. Who's the BLET? That's the Brotherhood of the Locomotive Engineers and Trainmen, right? That's a big deal, guys. Remember I did a video earlier on and we had the CEO, CFO of Flying J truck stops, okay? And the Flying J truck stop, his whole point of his conversation was they've been demanded by the rail systems, okay, who are owned by BlackRock, to stop transporting diesel tanks and DEF fluid tanks. They have to reduce their number of tanks because they want to reduce the number of cars on the rail.
For pilot, the service reduction allocations are being imposed by the Union Pacific Railroad. On April 13th, we were informed by the Union Pacific that we were required to reduce shipments by 26%. In subsequent conversations, we were asked to reduce them even further by 50% or face embargoes. We're not aware of any other company being instructed by the Union Pacific or any other railroad to reduce their shipments to the extent they're asking pilot. I would like to take this opportunity to take you through a few of the consequences that Union Pacific's mandate will have on the supply chain, the availability of fuel, and fuel prices. First, let me talk about the DEF supply chain. And just as a reminder, we supply about 30% of the DEF in the United States.
Rail, and then they can move on to electric trains or, you know, all this stuff about going green and carbon taxes. This is all just a big money scam. Most of y'all are smart enough to figure that all out. All right, so here's what we got for you guys. This is big time. If these guys shut down the railways, it'll be worse probably than the truckers. Okay, but keep an eye on the truckers too, because there's a lot of stuff going on with the truckers, especially in California. All right, so the tradesmen have authorized a strike. The move that could come as soon as Monday, July 18th. That's why I'm putting this video up for you guys real time. The union, which represents more than 57,000 U.S. rail employees, reports that 99.5% of its members voted to authorize a strike if such an action becomes legal and necessary to secure a contract worthy of their consideration, right? The BLT, the national president, Dennis Pierce, said in a statement issued Tuesday, it was the union's first nationwide strike vote since 2011. Okay? Railroads used and continue to use their economic strength to steamroll their employees, their customers, and the nation, all for the sake of their bottom line. So now here we go with this socialist, Marxist mentality. Businesses are bad, profit is bad, and you know, all that is bad. and take from them, punish them. That's the wrong mentality, guys. That creates jobs, it creates wealth, it creates movement of our goods. There's a lot of good that comes out of that. And yeah, they do make money because they're entrepreneurs. They put their neck on the line to develop that system, to own that system, and now they're doing their thing, right? And trying to stay alive and pay their employees and all the stuff that they have to do. And in America, we're about making profit. That's what we're about. Maybe we should have people back in the White House who are about making profit, and we wouldn't have to go around cowering all over the globe right now, especially. But I digress. So the unions and railroads are currently 30 days cooling off period mandated under the Railway Labor Act that began after the two sides failed to reach an agreement in talks before the National Mediation Board. And the unions turned down an offer of binding arbitration. Okay? The cooling off period, which ends July 18th, that's Monday, right? At which point the union could legally strike, unless that date President Joe Biden intercedes, and then he will create an emergency board to investigate the dispute and make the recommendations for settlement. And that could block this work stoppage for another 60 to 30 days. Okay, so you guys have to keep your eye on this. We have to pay attention to what happens on Monday. The National Railway Labor Conference, the association which includes the Railroads Bargaining Group, has said on its website that it expects such a board to be named, and business groups including the U.S. Chamber of Commerce have asked Biden to intervene. It is imperative that the administration act to prevent any disruption to America's rail service. Okay, guys? So I wanted to bring you this information that's hot off the presses. Actually, one of my subscribers, you guys are awesome, sent that in to kind of put it on my radar, okay? Because I hadn't really been following the rails. I know that they've been cutting back rail traffic, but I was not aware that they were into the negotiations and possible strike. There's a lot of problems with these unions right now. The United States Postal Service Union, it might be rock solid. They were the only ones still to this day not mandated to have the, right? Still to this day, okay? No one talks about that. Still to this day. So they have a very good union, strong union. Most of these other unions are totally corrupt and in on the program. Right, guys? So keep your head on a swivel. Make sure you guys are watching what's going on out there. It's not just one thing. It's all going to be all this thing all together, right? That's going to cause more disruption and maybe more pain in your life. So make sure you're following us on the regular for our videos. We're doing the whole month of this month. We're doing the preparedness giveaway. Go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com so you guys can register for that. We pick folks off of that list and we give away stuff in the videos. Not this one, but maybe one Stacy has coming up or one I do in the future here. But we have the rest of this month that we're doing. That's been rock solid. We've given away an $800 gift pack, full prep package to LG Homestead. We gave an Alexa Pure water purifier system away. It was over $500. That was awesome. Deborah. And then we gave a couple of $200 Visa gift cards away to Bob and a couple of other folks. Miss Clark. It's hard for me to remember all this stuff, but I do a pretty good job. So thanks for all your participation. Most of the time we just ask you guys to leave a comment. It's totally free. And watch out for the scammers in the comment section on our channel and many others. We're fortunate. We've been YouTube verified, and we have a check mark after our name. So if anybody leaves a comment to you on our videos and they don't have the check mark and it doesn't look like the Off Grid with Doug and Stacy thing with the check mark, ignore it or report it as spam. We'll see you guys on the next video. I got to get this wood cut. I'm cutting wood every day. Piles are growing. I got so much stories to tell about the wood business and what I'm doing, and I just want to share it with you guys on another video. So we'll get you out of here for this one. I wanted to give you this information. I guess one of the points would be that if you guys are waiting to get a few preps, I'd get them right now before this Monday thing goes down, because you could probably get caught in the trick bag, right? So this weekend, maybe you guys get out there and pick up a few things maybe you were thinking about getting, and then we'll just see how it shakes loose. Be proactive, right? Not reactive.
Did you guys know that in the 16, 17, and 1800s, chocolate was consumed as a beverage? There was no such thing as a chocolate candy bar. Well, we're bringing chocolate tea back to the 21st century. because it's loaded with antioxidants our body loves, and it's a great source of magnesium that's wonderful for bone and heart health. It's a great addition to your coffee machine or your French press, or just along with your favorite sweetener. You can find it on offgridwithdouganstacy.com, along with our brand new tea infuser, simple to use for easy steeping. Cheers!